Alrighty, what's up, guys? Let's get Rogi out of the way. Let's actually start up the run. Let's do this. Yeah. So I was pretty tired when we ended the run last time. I was in Vaults 5. I know that much because we finished Vaults 5. Hey, Cyborg, what's up, man? Right, I was training axes. Oh, I should probably... As I said last time, I don't think we're going to hit the goal or anything. Really, that's like a test to see what the interest level is in 15 runes, and I think I've been right the whole time that, like me, people are not terribly interested in seeing extended. Anyway, I don't think we're going to do crypt this time. I think we're doing so well with our items that it's just not required, and honestly, crypt is kind of a questionable place to be, because of how weird Lignify is these days. You have to have some kind of way of dealing with cursed skulls quickly. I mean, this character would probably be fine in there, but whatever. Anyway, we don't have slime, and I would like to do that. We have 4 potions of mutation, so it should be okay. Hopefully I don't get mutated at all, but you know, you never know. Something funny, by the way, Colgate, a player in the Crawl Cosplay Challenges, sent me a DM reminding me that Bind Soul allows you to do everything that's living, holy, or demonic now, including animals, and he was wondering why I didn't bind a torpor snail, because apparently the torpor snail will actually slow, according to him, all the enemies on the screen, which seems like it'd be pretty damn strong, although it has low HP, so probably would not stick around for long. In that vein, I was thinking maybe a Catoblepus would be cool, because then you'd have something with a lot more HP, and also it just kind of gets rid of threats instantly, in a manner of speaking. Anyway, why don't we just go ahead and go to slime? Wow, there it is. Just remembered we're using this very crappy broadaxe. Well, not crappy, but okay. Hey, there's another broadaxe of venom in the vaults. Pog indeed. Nice watch streaks, guys. Alright, let's do this. Oh, sick! That's an ancient champion. That's really good. I guess I should probably I want to be sure. Is this piety based? I want to know how strong the allies are. Like, what is that based on invocations or not? Stronger servants being provided to the experienced and especially pious. Okay, so it's piety and XL. Yeah, I mean this is just like a problem solver, let me tell you. I'll just swing. We have our core, so we're good. There's our acid blob zombie. Wouldn't have seen that a few years ago, but now they're zombifiable. 153 HP, pretty good, man. That'll add up fast. I feel like we can just melee this stuff. I do need to be careful about the jelly, but we have allies, so it's like, yeah, it's whatever. He hasted himself, sick. Sadly, the slime creature zombies are not, you don't get like a large slime creature zombie. It just turns into a regular one. But that's okay. Okay, there's the blink. I don't want to get paralyzed here despite my allies. It's just not, it's not great. I mean, I guess we could fathom the shackles and do some work here, but it's not ideal. I wanted to test something. What's their MR like? Yeah, man. 45%. I mean, that's pretty good magic resistance, unfortunately. 2 pips. But it's just low enough that if you had enough evokes, you could maybe sort of rely on it. I am sort of tempted to try it. Why don't we try to poly it? Great orb, nice. Yeah, because those jellyfish are they're just miserable to deal with, honestly. Now we got this thing that's like 0% for it to do anything, so very good, right? And 45 honestly isn't so bad. Can we? I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't get that through. I'll just swing then. Having allies is huge here, because I mean, honestly, I almost don't want to do slime anymore if I don't have some kind of way of getting allies, because the jellyfish, they have that blink close, and so if they want to, they can just kind of spam their way next to you. Like that. And so this would be a horrendous situation if I couldn't just go, boop, you know, just immediately switch places, and like, there's nothing stopping them from just doing it again, right? Like he, let me see. I'm trying to see where he blinks. Shimmers eerily, jellyfish blinks. Yeah, so since we have more allies though, we can just do this, and he wants to follow me. You know? He wants to follow me. He chooses not to that time. Alright, let's poly that one. Resists. And as you can see, he, you know, he comes to me. We're going to use hop. We're going to go behind our friends. Okay. I'm actually going to disintegrate this thing. Oh. Oh, I guess he's mindless. Okay, yeah, can't do that. Well, in that case, I will hit both of them with torchlight. And buff all of my allies as well. What's the deal here? It's not showing me. That's a visual bug. Yep, and it actually hits there. That's lame. I didn't think it would work, but yeah, what is the deal with that visual bug? Look, boom. It's not showing. Curious. Okay, no more jellyfish. I actually think I'm gonna do what I almost never do, which is clear slime entirely, because I want the piety for Yredelemnul, and because I have all these allies, it's reasonably safe. Whereas normally I'd be more afraid of being mutated. Well, not bad. Actually, I wonder if I bind an acid blob, would it retain the ranged acid attack? And if it did, would that ranged acid attack actually do acid, or would it be some kind of awkward, like, ranged acid attack that actually hits with a drain effect? I kind of want to test that out now. I know that I tried it with the Quicksilver Ooze and it just became a draining attack, which of course is no good. Alright, I had hoped my ghoul... Hey Raga, what's up, man? I had hoped my ghoul would not stand right there, but that's okay. We'll just have them attack, and boom, we got our Quicksilver Ooze zombie. Yeah, we have our cold. We can just duke it out. This is fine. Our defenses are good. What am I even training? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get access up to help with my damage. Yeah, we should be just fine. Our defenses are out of control at this point. Alright, we know that Azure Jelly wouldn't make a good bind. We lose all that wonderful cold. Although I will say that it would get... Actually, it wouldn't be half bad against things that are, you know, that are, like, not immune to negative energy, because it would have 4 attacks, and I think every single one of those attacks would get the draining brand. But it's a little goofy considering just the point of the game that we're at. I'm not going to get a lot of help from that. Nice. I will risk getting paralyzed. This is fine, because I am just with these guys. There's no... Well, there's a blob now. I probably should not let myself get paralyzed, but... Alright, what do you think? Should we see what the acid blob does when it's bound? I'm extremely curious how they've coded this. Spit acid 3d14. I want to say by the nature of the spit acid, it will still do acid damage if it retains that ability. Why not? Why not just see? Only one way to find out. Bound acid blob, spit acid. I think that's going to do acid damage. Yes, I do. Not that it'll be terribly helpful in here, but... I mean, that's kind of huge in other places where it nerfs the AC of enemies. It's like kind of being a yellow draconian. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nice. I used AA, and it put allies between me and him. Splash of acid hits the shining eye. The acid corrodes the shining eye. You know, a shining eye would make a good bound soul too, because it would give the wretched debuff onto enemies, which would be really, really sick. Yeah, the fact that bound soul affects so many more things now kind of opens up some interesting options, I guess. I still think it's more of a gimmick than a legitimate strategy, like, just based on the fact that Yredelemnul, I mean, look at this. How am I supposed to save my acid blob from dying here? I guess I can summon, which I did. I summoned things to me, but he still got his attacks and killed the bound soul, you know, completely wasting piety and effort and blah blah blah. So again, it's really more of a gimmick than anything. I don't think your bound soul ability is going to make or break your game. Whoa, 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 I'm screwing up. Oh my god! I even walked through my allies and they just didn't move in the configuration. Like they opened up a space basically for the shining eye to meme me. That's okay, we're safe now. I only took a -2 int, which I don't care about my int, and because of my items, my int is actually really high, so... I guess if I end up having to do extended, I'll start caring about int, because I'm going to want silence and maybe a couple of other things. But for now, it's fine. It's not the worst mutation to get saddled with. Alright, Slime 4. I want to do Slime 5. We got 3 MOs. If we can get a decent steamroll going in terms of an army, we can probably just spam down TRJ. Okay, well, let's go down. Oh. Insta-telly. Okay. Hey, it's that fun Doom-looking tile. Oh, that thing's hardcore. That's like an extended enemy. Removes fire resist. Sick. Alright. What a weird ally. It doesn't have an attack, but we get a specter of it anyway. Same for the glass eye. It's just HP, I guess. Great Orb of Eyes would be kind of an interesting bind, I guess. But it would be polymorphing enemies all the time, which we don't want. Hey, look, an altar. Not bad, not bad. Have to remember I'm still a Barachian, so I do move slowly. No longer corroded, very good. I would like to avoid the marked trap. Okay, rock slime. Should make a good zombie. Yo, let's trade places with our friends, yeah? Let's not get mutated today. Did we get the rock slime as a zombie? There it is. 170 HP, 40 damage, and it actually retains the knockback. Very cool. I would like the space to be a little more wide open if I'm going to be using the MO trick against TRJ. Hi. Yeah, you stay between me and this guy. So I cannot be mutated. Alright, I'm just going to swing. It's fine. Sorry about all the screen flashes. I'm actually going to have to keep these guys as the thing, because it's just more bodies, so... It's going to be something we have to deal with for a bit. Maybe we get more invokes just for fun. I kind of want to end with an invokes title. I know it's not optimal for this character, but...
oh shit,
you know.
I'm sorry.
Hey June, what's up?
Sorry for what? Our daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our
drinks. Good afternoon. Well, I mean, we haven't found anything better, so... It is what it is. By the way, I'm wondering if there's like a max damage on Torchlight, because 3d17 is, it's a lot. It only works on living, demonic, or holy beings, though, is the thing, so... The idea of it being a Orb of Fire answer is, that's died on the vine, unfortunately, so maybe I should... I don't know, maybe I should stop memeing and actually play optimally. Let's take our evocations to 20. That way we have, you know, real answers to real problems. Hi. So can we do it? Can we bind the big boy? 222 HP as a bound soul. What are you considered these days? You are considered to be natural. But he's going to have his big attacks, and he's not going to have acid damage from him. He's going to have draining, but the question is, will he, like, poop out jellies when he takes damage? Because that I am curious about. I know that charming him does that, and it's a big, awkward, badly coded mess, but, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to do it just to see what happens. Just to have fun with it. We have 10 haste, like, we can make this work. We could probably, like, bind him and then Phantom Mirror and then just, like... Oh, yeah, we're gonna... I would have liked to have all this stuff. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, right. I think I would like to maybe tell all this stuff to run away and do this out in the open. So we'll do a little hopperoni over here. Well, actually, no, I'm just gonna walk. Okay, just kidding, I am gonna hop. Well, no, we're good. bizarre Slime 5 layout. Yeah, right. Now we'll wait one more turn. My guys are still running. Good. Okay. Alright. Order them all to attack. Don't like that I wasted all those turns of haste, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and bind Soul. Alright. The binding has begun. We took a lot of damage doing that, so it's not ideal. We're gonna need friends to help us out a bit. So why don't we... Well, do I want to sack a spiders? Yeah, not... Well, I'm gonna lose all these to the initial MO, so I kind of want to be able to make more allies for myself. I'll go ahead and drink a might potion. Order them all to attack TRJ, actually. Take a step. MO. I did not blow my hop, which means... Boop. Easy. Torchlight. Torchlight again. More and more torchlight, perhaps? Okay, this is not great. I'm gonna sack. Okay, get some bodies in the way, good. I could torchlight 2 more times if I wanted to. Jellyfish zombie, if that explodes, he might die, but I doubt it. He's got a lot of HP left. It may not look like he has much, but he starts out with a lot. I could go ahead and Phantom, which I should have done a minute ago. Unfortunately, the Phantom Mirror will poop out allies, which I think are allies for him. Good. Charmed the big boy. No, he is not fucking around, is he? Blue smoke. Oh, the Phantom Mirror is soul gripped as well. If only Mara were here to see this. I wonder how that works. If both of these royal jellies die, do I get two, do I get two shades, maybe? I am tempted to charm the large slime creature. But I think I should just swing and get some HP back. I don't remember if Vamp works against his summons. They're not like real summons. But also, they don't give experience. Let's just test. Okay, we got some HP back, but that might be from the slime creature. Okay. If I get engulfed, it's a problem because I can't blink at that point. But otherwise, we're just hunky-dory. My royal jelly, I think... Yeah, shimmers and vanishes. I didn't get a shade out of that, as I shouldn't. Wonder if shackling him helps. Oh, shackle would be huge here. It would be massive. I just don't know if I want to do it. Because negative energy will damage all these dudes. I was trying to conserve piety, is why I haven't done that yet, but it's probably the right choice. It's definitely the right choice if, like... If these dudes actually give me HP. I guess it's worth testing. Fail to use your ability. Phantom Jelly might be dead. Yeah, it's been dead. Alrighty. I went to full HP instantly. That's pretty sick. Oh, wait, no, that was from killing the bound soul. The royal jelly, the bound jelly. So I guess we find out if he poops out jellies or not. Because if he does, we surely need to get rid of him. If they're not ally jellies. I don't think he does, though. I think he's just a melee bruiser, which is fine. Yeah, I don't see him, like... Let's see. Yeah, the fire explosion engulfs the royal jelly. Gets damaged, nothing happens. He doesn't... I would like him to poop out bound jellies as well, but I don't think they bothered doing that. He's probably just a big boy. I think he's just a big boy. I used maybe more resources than were required to resolve this problem. Like, but it really was just like one haste, one might, and some piety, so it's not the end of the world. Another win for the good guys. Drink on the tap for those who know the source of the quote. Hey Kunix, what's up, man? Kunix sent a couple dollars, $6 or so to the Streak Fund today in the form of Ethereum, so I appreciate that. I will be adding that as soon as this runs over and I move over to 76. So thank you again. Let's auto explore and just grab everything. And then look at the loot. Okay, first let's look at what we picked up. Some rings and things that we don't need. 2 enchant armor, 1 enchant weapon. I think I already had those. Probably some potions and stuff, but nothing I care about too much. We got 5 potions of mutation now, which is good. Alright, let's take a look. Crystal plate armor, +0. Nope. +4 mace. No. The mountain boots, steadfast. I think that means I can't be moved, which is probably really, really good. It prevents involuntary movement except for blinking, teleportation, or banishment. Well, you know, I tell you, that's less good than you would hope. No, the -1 boots are definitely better in this case. If this prevented involuntary blinking, it would be amazing, but as it stands, the scariest thing is being blinked. Oh, it's a great tile, sure. But the scariest thing about involuntary movement is usually things like draconian warpers or whatever that move you, you know, in a really dangerous floor. Being shoved around by dragons is not great, but it kind of stops being very relevant in the late game. I mean, it's still important on Vaults 5, I guess, but I'm just going to drop this and we'll come back for it if we... I mean, keep in mind, like, we're getting so much Dex and SH from the boots that we have on, and that's our source of our poise, so... yeah, June, they made that change relatively recently. Okay, there's nothing valuable here, which is okay. I wasn't expecting a big, you know, power boost because we're already super duper strong, so the chance of us finding something that was, like, better in slot was very unlikely. So let's just, I don't know, let's just have a little cozy stream, head over to Depths and, you know, take Zot and make it happen, you know. I feel like I can just auto-explore and O-tab. Sadly, you know, it's funny, Slime 5 actually had a broad axe, but it's just like a +0. Wow. Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one in Depths. Che Formisa with a triple sword? Yeah, I mean, that'd be fun. Take a look at the Royal Jelly again. Yeah, 222 HP, 40 damage, 24 damage, and then extra negative energy. I mean, that's not bad. That's just like a... There's a minion that will, you know, maybe it'll actually stay alive. Probably not, but, you know, we'll see. Hey, look, it's a pack of guys exactly what I was hoping to find. Wait a minute. Shit. First of all, Yredelemnul, you don't stop that? You stop me from getting shafted, but you won't stop me from getting abyssed? Second of all, I guess I found the exit instantly. That's so lame. Alright, well I can't... I didn't even think to do that. I didn't try it, I should have tested, huh? Didn't see the grayed out torch status. Well, if I hadn't found the exit so fast, then maybe I would have done that, but... Alright, Royal Jelly. I think Royal Jelly's about to go down. Yeah, Royal Jelly died. Alrighty, whatever. This is what I'm trying to say, though. Like, what is even the point of the binding if there's no way to help keep it alive? The Darkbringer of the Abyss, too dark already? I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. I can go back in there if you guys really want, but Abyss can be pretty spooky. Alrighty. I want to take down the one that has the... Okay, we got him. Freaking disto, man. It's hardcore. Anyway, I was hoping to see these guys because, you know, you run into broad axes of flame and stuff. Sadly, we didn't. Demon Tridents, though. +5 Demon Trident of Flaming. That's kind of a fun one. Demon Blades. Maybe we should have gone longswords this run. Rip. Well, there's Roga. We could, excuse me, Roka. we could bind Saint Roka, but given our experience so far, it definitely feels like we're just going to lose Saint Roka in 2 seconds. Find Tiamat so she can solo Panlords. Now that would be some HP. Probably the highest HP in the game if I had to guess. Out of anything you can bind. Well, we're not getting piety, but I'm able to stair dance, which is nice. $193 HP. You want to see the east? Oh, you just want to see that? Fair. Wow, electric arbalest. Let me check something. Huh. This is mildly annoying. Caustic Shrike. I want Saint Roka the Caustic Shrike. My problem here is I don't want to do this with both of them at once. Exactly, Cyborg. Huh. Just trying to think of the best way to take care of this. I guess I'll lightning rod the Zhongxi first. Okay, just kidding. We'll do this. We're probably good to melee. I'll bind. It's good. Yeah, Vamp Drain gets me through this. It's no big deal. At least I thought it would. Come on, man. There we go. So there you go, Saint Roka. Gets to keep the Arbalest of Electrocution, so this is actually great. If we can get Saint Roka to just chill in the back line, then maybe. You know, maybe. Calls down the Wrath of Yredelemnul. Upon the Orc Priest. There you go. I did it for the Easter egg. I mean, in terms of optimal, I don't even know if binding is worth the trouble, frankly. I feel like you're better off just saving your piety for other stuff. It's the Rupert of this stream, exactly. Like, especially since we messed up this floor, we're low on piety anyway. This round needed a good mascot. Yeah, if he survives to the end, maybe I'll put him in the thumbnail. You know what, I was going to hop across, but I think instead we're going to hop here. I'm going to try not to spend piety for the rest of the game if I can. Get myself maxed again. For the rest of depths at least. We gotta do this whole damn floor with no piety gain. Dude, look at this. Look, 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 almost destroyed. Oh wait, just kidding, that's it. I'm having a stroke, oh my god. No, I'm kidding, it's, they used to look like specters. And so I got a little confused for a second. The tile, I believe, used to look the exact same as a specter. So I was like, oh look, my guy, he's already dying. No, it's alright. He's okay for now. Okay, got my hop back. I mean, I will say that, like, Saint Roka makes a pretty good bind, like, optimal or not. Anything with Smite, I like a lot. I used to really enjoy using Titans as my fallback, because it's like, you're always going to run into more of them, so if you lose one, it's no big deal. And we'll use Heavy for this. And, like, the fact that they can Smite from across the table is, you know, it's good, obviously. Kind of makes them less likely to die, and also they have big HP. Yes, Roka does have HP, so it's not bad. But I mean, as we saw with the TRJ, I don't care how much HP you have, your allies will find a way to have a hard time, give themselves a hard time. Alright, let's wait a turn. Okay, alright, buddy. Thank you for coming close to me, except, did you just get in my way? Alright, I'm going to tell my guys to run. Alright, good. Then I'm going to file floods on him. I'm going to order everybody to attack. You know what, the best bind, most optimal bind, Nicola, so that he can cast Chain Lightning and end your whole career, even as your ally. Okay, good. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, 6 mutation. Whoa, is that what I think it is? Yeah, buddy, that's an Etten with a plus 10 Dark Maul. Should we bind the Dark Maul Etten just for the memes? And the Great Mate, he's got an artifact too. We could actually have an ally with Dark Maul and then also an artifact Great Mace at the same time. How funny would that be? We should use the Dark Maul for the memes. I don't think that's going to happen today. I'd have to take off my shield. I don't know, though. We need Roka. Oh, it's so tempting. Hold on, let me test something. I'm just going to take a look at Bind Soul. I can let him heal and get the soul back, but... HP is Bound Soul 74. No way. It won't work. Sorry, guys. Like, we'll lose him in about 2 seconds. I guess I could try to polymorph him into something bigger. But then he'll lose the maul anyway, so. Sad. Sag. Torpor Snail. Yeah, Colgate. This was the gentleman who was telling me I mentioned your text, or your DM, that Torpor Snail would be a fun choice for a bind, which does, don't get me wrong, that does strike me as incredibly powerful. I still think the best use for bind, if you're really playing optimally, is to get a good one and then only, like, keep it on other floors, order it to run away as you're going downstairs, only call it in as a panic button. That was a poly option for Etten. It was, yeah. I know. I'm curious about something. If I were to bind the Juggernaut, 168 HP, so actually, Roka has more HP than the bound Juggernaut. Okay, let's go back to getting piety, yeah? I am fragile. It's not so good. Is this one of those disconnected floors? I think it might be. Yeah, this is all just melee crap right now. It's just really, really easy for this character to deal with. We really... There's not a whole lot in depth that's going to make this character have a hard time. Dreadlich or something, you know, things that summon greater demons, they'll have an issue with those, of course, like any character would, but that's an issue. Thankfully, we can't be mutated with our buddy behind us, or in front of us, so we'll just let them deal with the problem. Wow, hi. That's, yeah, wow. That is Hellfire. I forgot that, I guess enemy LRD, well, hold on. Oh, they have dig. I was about to say, does enemy LRD still bust through walls? Because that'd be pretty funny. Would Shrike Pack be a problem? Not if we used positioning properly. I mean, we have our core. I mean, if I was fighting them one-on-one, it'd be fine. I might even bind one, you know? Hey, there's your Torpor Snail. I'm keeping Roka, though. I should have checked to see how much HP the Torpor Snail would have, but like, if we look at an actual Torpor Snail, they only have 60, so if I had to guess, it would be something like, wow, we have 24 Digwon charges? Man, where was that during my CSDC, my Crawl Cosplay Sudden Death Challenge? What, you know, what happened to that? If I had had 24 dig charges during that, my god. Can you imagine how much easier Vestibule would have been? We could have dealt with the Murray problem pretty handily. It would have been very, very simple. We would have simply blinked to a wall and, you know. Yeah, exactly. That's also true. There's always a chance that we'll find a brand weapon scroll. I'm really tempted to roll up into Crypt solely to look for a brand weapon scroll, but I can't justify it. I can't justify the time investiture. I will just unhappily use heavy, I guess, against certain enemies. You'll see me swapping from time to time. Well, there's your Shrike. Looks like just one. I'm curious. 112 HP. But you know, it would actually make a really crappy bind, even though it's really fast. Because it wouldn't have the acid damage. Oh, we got evokes to 20. Maybe we should we have a funny max evokes game? I think we should have a funny max evokes game, and then you'd be able to use like Sack versus Orb of Fire for drain magic. That's true. I could enter a Ziggurat. I could probably do the first 5 floors, pretty straightforwardly. It'd be a fun little place to gain piety, I guess. Train Invo to 0% of top ability than fighting. I thought about that. I probably should take Invokes up, but the problem is that Fathomless Shackles just becomes worse and worse as the game goes on because it only does negative damage. The binding is going to remain, you know, moderately useful the entire time, but wow, those are crystal spears. That's a little bit spooky. Why don't we Fant this fella. Alright, you not resistant to electricity, well, in that case, I'm gonna zap through my buddy. Nice. Hey, look at my al. Oh, wait a minute. Could I? No, I can't bind it because it's. I was gonna say like if I could bind a walking crystal tome, that'd be insane, but they're non-living, so it's not a candidate. Is that smite? That is smite. Well, order to attack. Hop. If I start taking big boy damage, I'll blink away, it's fine. It's gonna be a lot of damage though. Roka is low. I'm aware. I'm not I'm not real worried about it. I don't know. If this was a Biog run, like old school Biog, I'd probably take the time, but I just don't think it's, I don't know. I think that if I was playing this optimally, Roka just wouldn't be with me, you know. Unless I wanted to call him in to deal with an annoying unique. Otherwise, I think we're just going to fight with him and not try to worry too much about keeping him alive. Okay, this is a little odd, but I think I flame here. Let's see. Yeah, no RF. Let's just do that. That is so much smite. Oh my god. Okay, guys, you order to attack. Hopefully Roka just sits there and does some smiting. We have the vision kind of cheesed here to where I can't see his spells, therefore they can't cast on me. And down he goes. Very good. Dude. Hey Vampax, you wanna do a little work for me? You wanna actually do work for me? Okay, order to attack the one guy that can hit me at range. Well, actually, I guess that guy can bolt as well. I think Roka died. You know what would be a funny bind is the Deep Elf, Deep Troll, Earth Mage. Anything with dig. Max HP 48. You could just use it to dig through the level for you. May I have max HP, please? Yeah, no, that's the thing, is I have, like, infinity dig charges, so you're right that it's not worth it. I guess I could go into the Ziggurat and maybe find a funny little Panlord bind. That would be, like a random Panlord that does something interesting would be cool. What would be really nice is if Haste Other, you know, worked on the player. That would be exciting. I don't think it does, though, unless they change something. Zig fishing for big game, I like that. Ever since StarCraft, I've been a big game hunter, you know. Oh yeah, you could bind a golden dragon if you wanted to. Barug's Ghost. Just a big boy troll monk. There's a brimstone fiend here. There is nothing that I care about really in that vault. Maybe the boots. Maybe the boots, but probably not. The brimstone fiend is a little bit spooky, and my boots are really, really good. It's extremely unlikely that I find something that makes it worth it. That whatever the boots are, it's very unlikely that they're gonna beat my current ones. So should I bother? Probably not. Probably not. Especially that torment, you know. It's just a lot of damage as possible. I don't think I'm even gonna... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fool with it. I could. Like, we could make it work. It would involve reading telly, waiting a turn, and then opening the door, is how that would work. Oh, hold on. 2 fear. It's kind of worth it for the fear. Alright, I've talked myself into it. 1, 2... Whoa! Okay, I guess we're using 2 telly today. Typically 2 turns is not enough. That's kind of... Okay, whatever. 1, open. Immediate torment, of course. Hop. Summon my guys to me. We've officially burned more on this adventure than I would like. Okay, I don't feel like getting mutated today. So we let the zombies stand in front. You know what? What am I doing? Well, actually, I was gonna say I could make a kill hole, but I don't want to, do I? Because being in a kill hole with a brimstone fiend is, not so great for this character. I'd probably just torchlight him to death. Would Shadow Demon be a good bind? Yes, but as usual, it would be very fragile. But yeah, I mean, Shadow Creatures is a super duper strong ability, so I'm sure it'd be nice. It would get in the way of Torchlight, as I've sort of been complaining about with a lot of these summon-based binds this game, but I mean, I'm sure it'd be strong, yeah. God, how does this character deal with a Brimstone Fiend? Probably with, you know, Lightning Rod charges if we had them. Quicksilver. Unfortunately, only 1 charge. It's just going to be roots and melee most likely, although with the heavy axe it's going to be kind of miserable. Sack of spiders. I just need to get them in the open. Sadly, these dudes did not cooperate. The Sin Beast dies. Okay, swap to heavy. Okay, I'm gonna let my Spectral Ice Devil die. There he is. Okay, I have Hop, I have Blink. We can, you know, if things start going real poor, we can get out of here. So we're gonna Roots. Okay. My dudes are not really doing damage to him, which is unfortunate. Oh, good. Lightning Rod. Boom. Boom. Easy. Gotta be real careful with those guys. Alright, was it worth it? Not really. Those are good boots. And because they have magic resist, like maybe they open up a change. We could take off our cloak of magic resist, I guess, and we could wear that cloak of our poise and RC, but we would be losing a point of AC on our cloak and gaining a point of AC on our boots. So the only real thing we'd be gaining that would matter at all is a +2 slay, and I don't, it's not at all worth, you know. But, you know, whatever. It takes something off the table in depths. If somehow that got opened up during the orb run, that wouldn't be great, so I'm okay with burning a couple telly, I guess, to deal with that little vault. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. You hear coins being counted. It's right above us, I think. We actually have a lot of money, don't we? Okay, what is going on here? Peaceful Spriggan, peaceful Kobold, peaceful Kobold. I guess they're shoppers here at the bazaar. Alright, I don't care about any of this. Alright, I don't care about any of this. I don't even care what's on the books. And, well, +6 scale mail, Arlec, RN, magic resist. Magic resist is the only thing I need to keep. Can I still kill them? I could, and I will. Yeah, none of this is viable. The chainmail with Arlec and Regen is, like, intriguing, but not for this character. Yeah, this is not... None of this is good. There are no souls worth scouring here. I can't declare a, It says there's no souls worth, scouring here. Oh, if I kill them, it feels unrewarding. Well, I have to LARP as the evil Yredelemnul worshipper that this character is, so... I went into the, bazaar, and, I just started whipping. Alright, this is the moment of truth and judgment. I'm about to hit Zot. I guess we gotta decide what we're gonna do about this axe situation, because I do have a couple of enchant weapons. I think we're gonna have another damn dirty heavy run on our hands. It's not exactly the end of the world. I mean, this character can take it, and it's gonna probably look okay, but... You know, it's like I said last time. It's good. Until it's not. And then it's really bad and you lose your run. I need to drop something. Oh, noise. Oh, they're adding a new spell school, apparently, in the next version. Some kind of artificer, like actual artificer type theming. It looks to me like it's kind of like a combination of buff spells and summons. It's called Forgecraft or something. It's already in trunk. Have you tried it? I have not. You know what? If we find a storm dragon, I'm gonna go out of my way to try to keep it alive because I have enchant armor. Sounds like hot garbage. I think I saw one that looked like it was probably okay. Wujian still doesn't ensure Ox attacks won't miss. Alright. So, you know, sometimes you do find a decent broadaxe in Zod itself, believe it or not. If we found a nice freezing broadaxe, that'd be really, really good. I'm just gonna bite the bullet, though. Fine, I'm using it. I'm not even gonna bother magic mapping, actually. I don't need to. Oh, wow, we're kicking off this journey fast, aren't we? Okay. That's a thing. Okay. Oh, do I want to burn a haste? I feel like we can do this without haste. Tab it until it dies. I mean, this character could probably do that, but... yeah, we cannot bind. I'm actually going to try to do it with no buffs. We got mutated in a way that I don't care too much about. Okay, I gotta stop fucking around. I thought for sure we'd be okay, but... well, not for sure, but... It's fine. We're gonna hop past our fog. Oh, wait a minute. Could I... I'm gonna try to Kobe this. Okay, I failed. Gonna get out of the vision range. We're gonna stop screwing about. We're gonna haste. We're gonna heal wounds. Gonna take a step. We're gonna dig. We're gonna dig again. We're gonna be a little bit sad because we screwed up this kill hole, but that's okay. Drink one more heal wounds. Drink a curing. Drink a curing. Drink a curing. Dude, did they actually finish off the Orb of Fire? I think they did. And I just wasted all those resources. Ah! Yeah, they totally did. It's fine. It's whatever. Could be worth swapping back to Vamp, by the way, once in a while. Even though it's only +2. Like here. And against Draconians, it's great. Nice try with the LCS, buddy. Another orb of fire, this one in a teleport, or excuse me, transport vault. Oh, you know what? Bound Quicksilver Dragon would be kind of fun. The Quicksilver Blast is probably pretty useful for debuffing haste and things like that. I don't remember the exact skill point threshold for when you start getting ghost moths from Sack of Spiders, but we're getting real close. I want to say it's 26, but we're just going to keep training evokes, and we're going to bust one out against Orbs of Fire. We're going to hope that it works. Glad we can't get shafted, by the way, while the light is up. Alright, let's take a look at this. I see orbs, I see shifters, I see protean progenitors, I see an ancient lich. This sure looks like a big old bag of terrible. There's a manual of fighting in there, which, I mean, obviously we want, but we're so late in the game, I don't think I give a shit. I think I'm just not gonna subject myself to this. How about that? Worth it? I mean, if I was doing 15 runes, then yes, but I don't think I am, so. Normally I'd be a little more careful about this, but this character has allies and this character has a vamp. Well, I was using heavy, oops. It's a little bit spooky. Okay, you want to play it this way, huh? Okay, the Ghost Moth stole all my magic, which is okay. I kind of would like to hop backwards and not get zombies from the Storm Dragons just to... Is it even possible, man? That we're going to get lucky enough to get what I want? Well, he's rootsed. Sadly, we cannot use Lightning Rod against a Storm Dragon. If we can get the Storm Dragon scales and we can enchant it up to 3, we can go into the Trove is the thing. Disintegrate, maybe? Wait, was that it? Ah, we actually got it. But we need another enchant armor. Because it's, it wants, plus 3. We'd only get to plus 2. I want to say that it can actually... I want to say that it can actually spawn in as, enchanted. But maybe I'm only thinking of, like, the scales of By Susan or whatever. That's true. We could pop up to the Ziggurat. There's no... It's kind of hard to justify the risk of going into a Ziggurat just for that. But we could do it just for fun. Let me finish this floor of... You want me to get a Panlord for the rest of Zot? I can't promise that. I am not going to go deep into a Ziggurat to look for a Panlord, but if we get one on, like, the first floor, then maybe. Hey, look, there's those broad axes. The broad axes we were looking for. Just not branded. Well, yeah, let me just finish this floor and maybe I'll take a quick look. You know, it would be really cool. A very thematic seraph bind. Wow, that is just wow. That's just some torment. Okay. Okay, how many of those gentlemen are just chilling here in Zot for no reason? Hi, I'm Oligonu Alter. Oh, bro. Have I found what would probably be the ultimate bind soul? There's your optimal Colgate. You keep asking me what's optimal for a bind. Right here. Because if you can keep it alive, if you can only summon it in versus Orbs of Fire, that's incredible. Dude. Yeah, buddy, we're actually gonna do that. That's good enough to be worth doing. So there he is. Bound Ghost Moth. Draining Gaze. It doesn't look like much. Oh no, it steals mana. Well, actually, it just applies the anti-magic effect as a smite target, which is incredible. Now, he's only got 79 HP and he's got no resist fire, so there's an even odds chance that your Orb of Fire friend will just kind of erase his ass. But that's kind of why I like taking Sack of Spiders if I have the opportunity to do so safely. Dude, I'm already screwing up. I should have sent him to another floor. Let's keep him alive. Let's Torchlight here. Torchlight again for more guaranteed damage. Now check it out though. Electric Golem's magic leaks into the air, so he's disrupted. He's probably not going to be able to do a damn thing. He zaps once in a while, but not very often. Alright, I don't know if I... if you really want me to, I'll go into the Ziggurat and go get a Panlord for Zot 5, but I kind of want to, like, check this out. So here's the old Beog strategy I used to use. I would tell my guys to run away while I'm on the staircase. And then I would... oh, look at that longsword, that's cool. You do really want that? Alright, maybe for Zot 5. Let's hope we run into an Orb of Fire at least, so I can show... you know, the strat. But so we tell the guy to run away, then we go down. What? Did they change it? He wasn't by the staircase. How did he follow me? Oh, it's probably because of my slow speed. Okay, you go away. Send him very far away. Go down. And now he's not here. So he's alive, and I can summon him to me whenever I want to, right? But he's not in harm's way, and he wouldn't be that helpful during random fights anyway, right? So, look, I'm fine with that. He's not going to really help me versus a Draconian pack. I guess he'd be handy versus the Annihilators or whatever, but... God, I love when my defenses are so good that I can more or less just, like, tank through this kind of crap. However, it's getting a little odd, so why don't we, Charm... I'll drink a Curing to get this poison off. Did the monk just beat him up? Hell yeah, look at that. Nice. Not too worried about the cobs. They can turn me slow, but if they're alone, they're really not too spooky if your defenses are okay. And mine are awesome. God, look at all that berserk. Let's maybe take a step back and torchlight these guys a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned whenever I see a berserking T-Mons, because then you're just like... you're just constricted forever. It's kind of like a berserking Tarantella. It's no joke. Maws of Wrath can well and truly ruin your time. I had hoped to see some Worms of Fire in here, but I guess we already found one on Zot 1, so probably not super likely that we run into more until Zot 5. Funny thing about binding a Panlord is, like, you know, because they're totally random, it could be awesome. Or it could be awful, or it could be awesome and awful at the same time. Like, if I got a Panlord with Firestorm, I feel like he would just start Firestorming me. Like, oops, you're in the radius, I don't care. What, Kunix? I'm not sure if I'm following. Nice, 3 Scrolls of Silence. No, I mean, it's a little late in the game for me to need those if I don't go to Extended, but it's just, it's always really comforting to have Silence in your inventory. Really is like a lifesaver versus certain enemies if things start to go badly, you know? Oh, Pargeet. What's up, buddy? He would be a really funny bind because he'd get to throw the rocks, and I don't think the rocks would be drain branded, but his attacks would. 123 HP, so not really that much. Where's the Berserk? I'm sure he still Berserks. Does he just magically Berserk without it being on his action list? He has super duper regen. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, Kunix, it's they do seem to be pretty common, don't they? I wonder if he keeps the regen as a Titan. Pargeet the Titan would be pretty sick, I have to say, as an ally. Did not experience that. I've been seeing a lot, but I mean, I don't know. I think maybe the spawn tables have been expanded a bit. So sometimes you get runs with like 1 million of whatever. +7 golden dragon scales. Well, that would give me my Arpoise on some armor, but then we'd have to figure out a magic resist situation. I am a little bit curious though, just to take a quick glance. I mean, we'd gain more AC than we lost EV, I guess. He typically is tanky, but if we look at the combat log, I mean, first of all, I zapped him with my, I used 3, I mean, the thing is, like, I have very high evokes, alright? So Lightning Rod does incredible damage, especially if you do it twice in a row. Meanwhile, my Spectral T-Mons, you know, just kind of finished him off, and then the champion did an Iron Shot. So, yeah, it's tanky if you're a tank yourself. If you could do big boy damage to the thing really quickly, then his regen is kind of pointless. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, we do 2d22 per zap with the Lightning Rod right now. Like, high evokes is massive. Goes a long way. I'm not going to use Dragon Scales today. Okay. What a great time for me to call my Ghost Moth then. And order it to attack, and boom, look at him. Do I even need to turn into a tree? Probably not. Because guess what? He's anti-magicked. That is how it's done. Now, the downside is that this strategy doesn't work nearly as well as it did on old Beog, of like calling in your ally when you need him, because, well, now I can't really leave the floor, can I? And he's with me. So I can't say like, hey buddy, go back to your hidey hole. I could, but then I would stop getting piety on this floor. So it becomes somewhat questionable. I think I might lose my precious little moth here. But I don't care too much, like, because I'm gonna lose him anyway, so... That's true. But I would be losing piety as I... go through the floor, just from piety decay, and piety decay seems really quite bad on Yredelemnul these days. You're right, though. I could, you know... You're 100% right. It's, as far as optimal goes, probably I'd be fine to just not get piety for the rest of the floor. Good God! I didn't get marked, but I suddenly have 1 million things coming at me. I have 21 telly. I'm gonna reset. I could probably beat all this just with Vamp, but... Oh hey, my final level. Strength. Here's a new Ghost Moth. That's true. I'm not gonna get it, though. Was I marked? I didn't even see. I might have been. What's up, species? Great telly. It was not a good telly. That's okay, though. Okay, we're gonna MO here. Did I find anything cool in that trove? Great question. So I've only just now found a Storm Dragon scale because I've been auto-reviving things as zombies. And so I had to engineer a situation where I killed a Storm Dragon at the edge of my vision so that I didn't turn it into a zombie. And luckily it did drop a scale, but we need a 3rd enchant armor to be able to do that. So we were thinking about popping up into a Ziggurat and maybe checking it out. But for now, I don't know yet. I would really like to hurl Torchlight, but unfortunately the Ghost Moth has robbed me of my mana. I'm just going to use a Lightning Blast. Oh, hey. Malcolm Rose, the Ex Machina Barachian of Yredelemnul. Huh, it used to be the Fetishist was the title for, I think, level 27. I like this better. I'm just gonna turn on fighting armor and dodging and axes and just, and shields. You know? I mean, sometimes you get it instantly, sometimes you do like the whole Ziggurat and you don't get any scrolls that you're looking for. Oh, there's a mark. There's another mark. Bruh. Ebering, you gotta calm down. I understand you love really bad code and really bad trap mechanics, but look at this, dude. It was 2 turns from the last time that I got trapped. A malevolent force fills the realm of Zot. Sentinel's mark forms around you. and then it made it go away so it could put another one on. Very good. By very good, I mean very bad. It's fine, though. We already cleared the floor. Alrighty. I promised I would at least take a look. I will... Oh, not Zot. Ziggurat. Can't believe it, man. I just lost it all. It's probably Evil Eddie who did it to me. Alright, I can't promise that I'm actually gonna, like, go deep enough to find a Panlord. It's all random as to what's gonna show up on what floor. Windigo. Windigo. Well, there's no simulacra. Wow, he has that same para ability. He would be an okay bind just for stunning burst. Okay, Scroll of Vuln, Potion of Attraction. Shadow Dragon Scale. Air Elemental on steroids, yeah, pretty much. I wonder if I can take my dudes down to another floor. those summons from the first Torchlight. Feel disappointment in my meager crusade. Hey, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that there's not that many dudes on these floors. Yeah, it's very lazy. Alright, we got more tally, more blink. We already had a ton, so I don't care too much. Alright, floor 3. What you got there, buddy? That's, looks like Disto, buddy. Not a fan, buddy. More blink is always good. Can't complain. Yeah, he unfortunately doesn't last, which is why old Yredelemnul was probably better in terms of raw power. More straightforward, perhaps a little less interesting, less gimmicky, but you ended up with Bone Dragons and Profane Servitors permanently, which was pretty fun and pretty good. But instead we just get like a tiny taste of that power. I haven't seen a single Bone Dragon. The Profane Servitors last for about 2 seconds, which I think is unfortunate. I think they should have found a way to let the player have permanent Bone Dragons under the new setup, just because it's just interesting. And Profane Servitors as well. Profane Servitors, like the coolest looking enemy in the game, probably. Or one of them. Alright, this floor had nothing useful. Okay, number 4. I'm probably only going to go about 5 floors. Because that's when things start to get really ugly. Whoa, is that Disto again? It is! I mean, you can get a Panlord floor on the first floor if you get lucky. But if you don't, then, you know, GG. I guess I would actually be unlucky. Well, no. If you could front load your bad luck and get the Panlords and the Holy Floors and all the really nasty floors, the Silence Floors and stuff, early on, that'd be ideal, but, you know, it's all totally random. You could get 27 Crypt Silence Floors in a row. Hey, Synertia. I've been streaming here and there for the last month or so. I've been pretty good about it. I took a short break over the last week, but, yeah, as far as the DCSS games go, I've been, I crowdfund them now, so, did I add that command? I perhaps did not add that command. Wow. Crowdfund? I swear to God. Okay. Whatever. On my website, there is a thing where you can help crowdfund the streak runs. You got a 3-month-old and was using your YouTube videos for quiet entertainment during the feeding. Yeah, I try not to. I try not to do the fake hype, you know, loud yelling nonsense that a lot of YouTubers do and streamers do. I think that's mostly obnoxious. But no, I'm glad. First of all, congratulations on the new addition to the family. That's amazing. It's really good, man. Got a fertility crisis in most parts of the world, so whenever I hear about people, you know, responsibly bringing new life into the world, I think that's really amazing. So congrats on that. You know what? I'm going to swap to heavy, and I'm going to swing on this. There we go. Hey, look, there's my Bone Dragon that won't last. 2-year-old and a 3-month-old. Lucky you got some time here. Yeah, man, that's, it's a gift, but I'm sure it's also a time investiture, but, I mean, if you think about it, is there a better way to commit your time than to, you know, bringing the next generation into the world? I don't think so. I mean, I'm always big on creating things, whether that's like the books that I wrote or, you know, in your case, probably the most important thing, which is, you know, new people. You got no time. Got to play like 1.5 hours of Stalker today. Well, yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. You know, especially for taking care of a baby. Alright, this was floor 5. We haven't seen any panlords. I guess maybe I'll go down until it gets annoying. Like, if I have like one risky floor. But the problem is that if I go deep enough, if I go deep enough, I could just get a floor that owns me, you know? A potion of experience. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Alright, nothing valuable. I mean, we keep getting easy floors is the thing. Only 18 more years to go. That's another experience potion, isn't it? Alright, this is mildly scary. I'm gonna bust out the lightning. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna bust out the torchlight, actually. This is gonna be great because it's gonna use might on the bone dragon and turn it into a big boss hog. I mean, that's like, yeah, 45, 30, 30, that's not bad. I'm gonna use heavy. I could, actually curare the clown, and I probably should. Switch back to vamp. That was a chaos floor. I think you, in theory, you could have a panlord on a floor like this, but it's not a pandemonium floor. It's an abyssal floor. I think. Yeah, I think it was a chaos floor. I'm not 100% on that though. Ziggurat level 7. Oh, I got Shoutitis. That's fine. I don't think I got that here. But I don't want to get mutated again if I can avoid it. Have I at least found more mutation? We have 6 potions, I guess. Oh, that is a panlord. It's a... I think that's all wives species. He's got big AC, like massive AC, and he's got chaos touch, which is really funny. Alright, Plankenstein, let's talk about how you made me do this ziggurat, and it turns out it's not even possible to bind soul on a panlord because the DCSS devs have decided no fun allowed. No fun allowed, guys. You're not allowed to have a panlord friend. Fuck you. Fuck you, player. Oh, you wanted to have fun? Well, how about this? No. And also, you're banned from all of the DCSS spaces for wanting to have fun. No, I mean, it's fine. I didn't know either. You can on unique panlords, but not hell-lords. Yeah, probably you could do it to, like, what's his face? What is he, you know, like the 4 special ones, Cerebov and things like that. You can't do it on hell-lords. I bet you could do it to hell-lords. I bet it's like anything that's not totally random. Huh, okay. Well. How the turntables. I guess I will Fant. And I guess I will use a sack of spiders, which did not give me a ghost moth. Robbed. Fixed panlords and hellords are fair game. We did learn something. No, that's a good attitude. I like that attitude. I feel the same way. We learned something, so it was not a waste. Let's... Well, actually, let's might our guys. Actually using torchlight for the buff. Let's take down the panlord. Yeah, we kind of got the panlord on our side. There he is. Just temporarily. Never stop being a student. Yeah, that's how you avoid losing brain power as you get older. You know, you just continue learning things, and your brain will remember how to. It will retain the ability to be at least, you know, somewhat malleable. That plasticity or whatever. All right, we're gonna roots. So we've buffed our allies, and we have debuffed him. His evasion's like nothing, and our guys are hitting pretty hard, which they're going to need to because his AC is insane. Is there anything else we can do for ourselves here? Where's that summon coming from? He's coming from the Demon Spawn Corruptor. Okay. A little scared of the Apocalypse Crab. A lot of nasty things could happen there. Did we find the third enchant scroll? We did not, my friend. We didn't even find enchant weapon. Well, maybe on this floor. We'll see. I am just going to chill, I think. Wow, okay. Well, that's terrifying. That's unbelievably terrifying. Ooh, boy. That's 3 different sources of torment. Do they see invisible? I don't think they do. So the Corruptor can cast something called Entropic... Is it Entropic Weave or Plane Rend? Plane Rend. It can summon stuff from different branches. It chose Tomb, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just invising, and I'll be... They won't torment. Well, they might still torment because I have living things on the table, which is a shame. So what I'll do now is I will burn a roots here. There we go. Problem solved. Could have been ugly, though. Gloves of Hurling. That's new. Oh, it's the +4 slay thing for ranged and throwables. Is it just throwables or also ranged weapons? Only thrown weapons. Huh. I don't think I'm gonna keep going. There's no real reason to. And it'll become too scary pretty fast for this character who doesn't really have magic, you know? I mean, actually, here's the thing. If I really wanted to, this character could probably do an entire Ziggurat, but it would be like a completely unnecessary risk, considering we're you know, not doing extended. Also, I'm gonna take this off because it's like too late for me to prepare for extended. Well, no, that's not true. I'll take it off when we're about to get the orb. I'm not doing. I don't want to give people the opportunity to make me do orb run extended. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, with this Zig, I don't know, we're like so strong, there's no reason to do the rest of it. It would just be like a challenge thing. It's too bad we couldn't bind a Panlord, but I mean, it's fine. Let's see how smooth of a Zot 5 we can have. Okay, this we'll go ahead and use Revelation on. Magic map that up. I mean, I've done it before. It's a bit of a nightmare. Wow, marked. Okay. Immediately marked. Buy it when he grabs the orb. Not if I take it off right before I grab the orb. Then I'm not I'm not obligated to do anything. I won't do it. Okay, Orb Guardians. Let's just... I mean, this is kind of weird, because allies are only going to make this more annoying. Now that I think about it, like, kill holes are really, really hard when you're summoning allies, because they get popped up into the position that you don't want them to be in. Okay, so that mark didn't really pull things out, which is funny. Yeah, even without the torchlight, I'm gonna have allies showing up as I kill enemies, as I kill living things or whatever it is that can turn into a zombie. I feel like torchlight is really good on orb guardians to mite them. Oh, nice teletrap here. Take a step. Alright, you have the 144 damage crystal spear and haste. This would be a great place to have Moth of Wrath, but we don't. I'm gonna torchlight just to mite these two guys, and yeah, maybe they'll deal with the problem for me. Mighted Orb Guardian Zombie does 54 damage and is fast. Quicksilver Dragon Zombie does 30 and 24 while mighted. It's not bad. They're just beating the hell out of that Lich. Looks like it, Gary Burton. How you doing, man? We're doing okay. Could be worse. Have you seen the Neo Yredelemnul? Oh, I don't know why I even bothered to mite, actually. He's invis. We're just gonna melee him, and if he hastes or does some big boy damage to me, we'll... Oh! Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and haste. These zombies could potentially do something. So let's mite. Let's order everybody to attack. Let's take a step. I'm gonna hurl torchlight, and you know, maybe, just a buff. They'll soften him up for me. He can't do anything to me through that statue, so it's like we're good to go there. I'm not gonna Phantom Mirror. I was tempted to do it to the dragon, but I'll wait. I don't like that these Zot traps are here in range, but I'll like pop or blink or something if needs be. Order to attack. They're actually doing work against him. That's incredible. Zombies are not bad, man. I'm gonna buff the dragon. I love that I can order to attack through this statue. Are they gonna win? They're gonna need my help a little bit. I feel like Yredelemnul should reward me for killing an orb of fire with another torchlight charge, but whatever. That's okay. Them's the rules. I want to use this might and haste to my advantage. Orb of fun, yeah. Okay. Please don't disperse me into that Zot trap. That's actually pretty scary. Now fun is allowed? Yes, of course. Okay, this is too rich for my blood. This is potentially game ending if things go badly enough. Why don't we take a little hop? this is like being in Tomb. Why don't we, yeah, fog is good here. I can't see the traps. It's the... I'm like an infant, you see. I put my hands over my eyes, and that means you don't exist. I don't believe in you. Dread Lich is destroyed by my mighted zombies, but unfortunately there's another. What a great place for roots, probably. Actually, let's curare the clown. Or not. Switch to heavy. You know, what am I doing? I should definitely burn a haste. This is the end of the game, so... It's like, what am I doing? Holding on to these things. Like, oh no, I gotta... Ah, we don't have Quicksilver. This is really bad. In theory, he could LCS me twice. What a great guy, though, to do this to... Well, no. Do I maybe want to... copy the Ghost Moth? Ancient Liches used to be the only type of high-level Lich. They got split off into Ancient Liches and Dread Liches. That's true, Gary Burton. There could be, I mean, what if while I was in the dungeon, the entire world got taken over by orbs of fire, and there's just 1,000 orbs of fire right outside the entrance to the dungeon? You don't know. Okay, we're opening up Sack. I'm becoming a little suspicious. I think maybe they took away Ghost Moths on the Sack of Spiders table, because that's the second time I've summoned Sack at 27 evokes, and I'm not getting moths, which is really, really obnoxious. That's like the whole reason... Well, it's not the whole reason to go 27 evokes, but it's... Ghost Moths are no longer on the table? Oh my... What? You've got to be shitting me. That's... I believe... Are you sure, Kunix? Because Colgate's been pretty on the... You know, on point. He seems to know the latest version stuff. They certainly used to be on the table. Broodmother is highest on the table, unlocks at 21 Evo. Why would they take that off? I mean, is that just another example of something that's fun and therefore must be removed? Well, isn't this... Am I not playing 30.32? Man, that's hardcore if that's the case, though. I can't... I mean, maybe they wanted to save face because they were kind of... they got... maybe they had to, like, back down on bringing Sack of Spiders back into the game, but they had to take something away. Like, no, we're still the winners. It sounds petty, but I swear to God, I'm convinced this is the way these people think. They'll remove something, there'll be some kind of outcry against it, and really... you know, logical sort of arguments as to why it was dumb to remove it. And if it becomes big enough, they'll put it back into the game, but there'll be some little thing nerfed about it. And this would not be the first time they've done that. So I have my suspicions. You learn to think like these people over the years after you watch them for long enough. Alright, I'm going to copy this Ancient Lich. The bad wiki now, and as of 31.0, Moths of Silence are no more. The best you can get is Broodmothers, sorry. No, it's okay. I mean, sometimes it's hard to keep up on this stuff. But I'm just, like, baffled as to why would they take that off the table? I mean, think about it. Shouldn't you get... Isn't it fine for you to get, like, a really sick reward if you know, basically max out Evo? Because I think you had to have, like, 26 Evo to get them, so... And it's not, like, a thing you can spam and, like, truly abuse, because it's, you know, experience gated, right? So... what's the big deal with giving the player Ghost Moths, you know? Like, let them have, like, a nice, quick, easy-ish win against certain enemies, and then they won't be able to repeat that for a while, because they got to get the experience to charge up the sack. It's fun, sorry, no. That's what I'm saying, it's just like, I call it dumbass design. You know, like, it's what it is, man. Like, what else can you call it? Anyway, I want to bind that ghost moth, but I'm not gonna subject myself to damage here. You carve the ancient lich like a ham. Nice. We really didn't use our digging that much, which is interesting. I'm playing a little bit fast and loose with these Zot traps, but our army is so big that... Oh, man, I should be careful again. The Dreadlich is, not what we want to see. It's into trunk, yeah. That Forgecraft thing. You might want to take a look at it. It seems like they've mostly grabbed spells out of summoning for it, but they added a few new ones, and some of it looked sort of vaguely interesting to me, but I don't know. We're not hasted anymore. You know what? I'm reading Telly, because this is getting ugly. With that Dreadlich hanging out, you know. It could be really bad. I'm gonna switch back to Vamp. Oh, wow. And an Orb of Fire. Okay. I have like a million blink. I'm just gonna go straight into the trap. We actually tellied twice, which is funny. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. We had, somehow we got a bunch of magic, which I don't know how that happened. We now have deformed. I'm gonna quaff that off once I kill that last Orb of Fire. AoE spell with damage based on AC instead of spell power looked pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, it's like clearly designed around playing a Mountain Dwarf, which is kind of funny, since that's already a really powerful species. Hey, buddy. Let's make our lives a lot easier and root him and then swing. Nice. Didn't find another enchant armor, sadly, on the final floor of Zot. I mean, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you have a game where you find a trove and you don't get a chance to, you know, you don't get a chance to actually do the thing. Yeah, no, I'm shocked about that too, Gary. But I don't know much about Draco. I assume he said the right magical incantation to, you know, suck up to their gigantic egos or whatever. You know, kind of the same way that Ebering became a dev. It wasn't through merit, it was through, you know, being a massive sycophant on Reddit. And I don't want to say anything bad about Draco because I haven't seen it for myself, and his ideas so far, from what I've seen, legitimately seem decent in a lot of cases. So I'm not shitting on the guy. I'm shitting on the general process of becoming a guy who has the keys to the GitHub. Like, you basically have to give a massage to the person who has the biggest ego. Yeah, Coglins. I don't think Coglins was a good idea, and I think that came from PF. It started as Steel Elves and became Coglins. I was referring more to Draco's the replacement for Summon Canine. I thought was good, and a couple of other things. I'm not a fan of Coglins. I don't think they're well designed. I think they punish you too much for dual wielding. The devs just seem completely unable to understand that shields are good, and that if you're gonna create a species designed around not using a shield, you are allowed to make that species really strong without like robbing them of. I mean, my God, they effectively lose 1.5 jewelry slots. They attack slower at first. Well, they don't attack slower. That was thankfully changed. I think they attack for less damage. For the first several attacks, it's like, here, have this sort of vaguely interesting thing, which is dual wielding, but now you're being punished heavily for doing it. And it's like, the proof is in the pudding. I ended up using a shield anyway on that run, on my Coglin run, which kind of tells you everything you need to know about how shitty the species is designed. It's just it's not great. I don't think I think that was all PF, but I mean, I'm willing to assume that because that's a guy whose ideas are just consistently bad. It's the Shadow Trap man. Not a very intelligent person, unfortunately. They're not sending their best, I'm told. Alright, let's, if you can ignore having no resistance, go Wujan and Heaven Storm. Any complicated situation, dual wielding is much better than 200 shields. I'm gonna agree to disagree there. I'm sure it feels good with Wujan. I'm not gonna lie, like, oh, that's a really good quaff. I'm sure it feels amazing, and I'm sure it's probably even fun to play a Wujan Coglin guy. I'm sure it's like a grand old time, but it's not better than Shields. I mean, it might be better than Shields on a Coglin specifically because of the aptitude, but it's not better than Shields on a non bad species. All right, we're gonna wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wujan makes Dragon Form competitive. I think Dragon Form has always been kind of good. It was always a great, before they ruined shapeshifting by turning it into its own school with items and stuff. Back when it was a spell, you could cast and go from one form to another in one turn. And so what I would do is if I ran into something that had Torment, like say a Brimstone Fiend, suddenly the game went from surviving a long time and having lots of defenses and being untouchable to, I really need to take this thing off the table right now. Statue Form is great at surviving most threats. It's actually not great versus Torment or Hellfire or whatever because you're moving slowly and you're attacking slowly. So you pop yourself back into Dragon Form and you just like attack a couple times. Brimstone Fiend gets erased. Ideally you do this in a kill hole, and then you swap back to Statue Form, you go back to O-tabbing. And that was a fun little dynamic that is now completely gone. So I always liked Dragon Form even without tricks with Wujan. But let's go ahead and get the orb. My telly sure is taking a while. Wow, nice telly. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. That's a cool little paradigm. Like I like to joke that Wujan is bad, but that's mostly just to troll my friend Artagus. Wujan is a perfectly serviceable god. I think he's fun. I think the old version of him was more fun. I like seeing new ideas tried. Yeah, that's true. I like that too. I mean, I just wish things were a little more tested. Let me put it that way. Like, I am fine with new ideas. I think they belong in Trunk. I generally speaking will not, like, you'll notice I haven't pooped on Forgecraft at all. I don't know much about it, but even if I did, I would give it, I think, some rope, so to speak, because, it's in Trunk. Whatever. You can't judge a thing until it's been tested. Fine, great. But what I will give the devs no end of complaints about is when it's obvious they were just lazy and just didn't care. Like, for example, the fact that, as we learned in this run, Yredelemnul's ult, the Fathomless Shackles, is doing damage and healing me with no messages in the combat log whatsoever. I don't get to know what's resisting, what's taking damage, what's taking less damage, whatever. It's like not giving the player feedback like that it's just crazy, and it's like clear that nobody bothered to take a look at what was going on. It's like they just kind of coded the ability, threw it in, and then shrugged their shoulders. That's good enough. You might take the crocodile spell. I read about that and thought it sounded pretty funny. But yeah, summons are already really strong, so it's going to be difficult to balance them because they're already unbalanced, basically. Dragon Form defenses are bad. Well, that's why you do it in a kill hole and you attack the enemy before they attack you, ideally. I mean, you can, if you're like sitting there O-tabbing in Dragon Form, yeah, you're going to have a hard time. Like, to me, it is a glass cannon. It is used for very particular situations, which is why the Dragon Talisman is useless now. I can't imagine a character that would want to use it. Like, when I used it recently, it was on a Felid because I didn't care if I died very much because I just revived. But I'd probably never touch it on something else, you know? It's a way to test what's possible to program. Spells all seem to behave in new ways. I mean, yeah, I'm with Gary Burton. I like when they try new stuff. It'd just be nice if they cared a little more. All right, this guy spawned next to me and he's got drain speed. That's a hardcore guy. Let's hop. Barachians are actually awesome on the orb run for that reason. I'm gonna wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I have to rest? Okay, it's 16 turns apparently to be able to hop again. Switch to heavy and just duke it out with this guy. I feel like Yredelemnul should let me raise the torch during the orb run as many times as I want. Count Von Count here. Yes. I was curious how many turns it would take. I shouldn't complain about the torch thing, by the way. The fact that I can summon so many allies while I'm getting through here is it's good enough. Okay, thankfully I did not get tormented there. Hi. Well, we have 1,000,000 in Viz, so... Spectral Tormentor. It's still so weird to see demons becoming, you know, spectral things. Alright, I don't want to fight a Shadow Fiend if I can avoid it. Nice. It's been a mildly spicy orb run, but, I mean, Barachians are just kind of uniquely suited to dealing with a lot of these orb run problems. I mean, they used to actually be, you know, back when you couldn't control blink during the orb run, Barachians used to be a really unique and fun experience on the orb run because it was like the one way that you could do a C blink, you know, or something close to a C blink. I was just gonna eat the, you know, I'll just eat the damage. It's fine. I'll just fight this. Let's check this out. This is funny. My Umbra is canceling out his Halo, but this tiny tile over here still has the Halo. Spectral Angel. Wow. Uh-oh. This is not the situation you want to be in. I'm gonna haste. I'm gonna sack. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna swing. Alright, it's okay. All it takes is that one torment to really ruin my HP. I'm resting on the staircase so that if things come, I can just kind of go up. We're pretty close to the entrance, but like, anything can happen still. Alright, GG. Not bad, not bad. Malcolm Rose, the ex Machina. Machina? I guess Machina. Barachian of Yredelemnul. Yet another win for the good guys. Thank you, Raga. Thank you, L, for the GGs. Take a quick look at our skills. Good old 27 Evokes, a nice classic Malcolm Rose game. I used to do that all the time. I love Evokes, what can I say? Even with the horrendous nerf to Sack of Spiders, it's just... You're never going to be too sad about having a lot of Evokes, let me tell you. I mean, assuming you have Lightning Rod and maybe a couple other things. If you haven't burned through all your wands and you found a decent number of wands, you'll be quite pleased. A lot of the damage that we were doing to some of the scarier targets was coming from just straight up roots, for instance. And if you look at, roots, I actually don't know if the damage is increased by my evokes, but it certainly seems like it is. We were able to poly some stuff, that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to. We were, very likely to charm like slime creatures and stuff. We got a lot of value out of Disintegrate, even though we have like a million charges. And the number of lightning rods that bailed us out of bad situations is just probably stupendous. So, getting high evokes is good. Probably you shouldn't take it to 27. This is kind of a special character, but 10, 15 is a very rare character that doesn't want at least like 5 to 8. So if you're not training evokes at all, you're making a mistake, probably. Anyway, GG guys. Mummy Fire Elementalist of Che. Dude, listen, I implemented something new. I call it the Wheel of Misery in the first session of this. And it was a wheel that had a bunch of combos on it that were from, difficult, like middling difficulty to highish difficulty sort of challenge runs. And it happened to land on one of the easier ones, I guess. Barachians are... they come with a big downside. You can definitely screw up because of their slow movement. But overall, they're strong in terms of aptitudes, which lends itself well to somebody like me who knows the game, in and out. Sacrificing Artifice gives a good amount of piety. Don't get me started on Rue. Rue used to be my favorite pick as far as altars go in this game. And the more I played it and the more I learned the game, the more I started hating playing Rue. So, anyway, so the wheel had like two combos for each of the species that were on it, and it was the best Gamba stream you've ever seen. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's too bad Evil Eddie rigged the entire thing, because what I did, Kunix, and for anybody else who didn't see it, I let people. There was 3,000 bits to add a Coglin Chaos Knight or a Coglin Delver, which of course got jumped on. I didn't think it would, but it did. So we added it, and then I let people pay 100 bits to expand the, the part of the wheel that had that particular combo or whatever combo they wanted on it. And so basically what ended up happening was that almost half the wheel was Coglin Chaos Knight. So you might get your wish for a really horrendous run. You got the race that you wanted. Yeah, the RNG gods, they did it for you. I was requested to keep the wheel the same for the next time, and I might do that. I guess that's a fair way to go about it, because then the money is not wasted per se. I might reduce the size like a little bit and re-engineer the wheel a little bit. At the very minimum, now that Coglin Chaos Knight is unlocked, it's gonna stay on the board. I don't know if I'll keep it as huge as it is now, but it would feel kind of I guess unfair for me not to at least leave it on the board. I'm gonna probably, I think instead of just removing the Barachian Fighter, I'm gonna replace it with something else. Like I might add a couple of combos. Like I kind of wanted to put some Draconians on there, so probably the Barachian Fighter slot will go to some kind of Draconian, which I'm kind of curious how, I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious how Draconians play out now that GDR is not tied to armor. They're probably really, really good past the early game. I imagine their early game is not great. In fact, I imagine their early game is kind of bad until you stop being a brown Draconian. Like before you get your color, it's probably pretty bad. Draconian shapeshifter pure dragon form. That could be funny. That would be thematic, I guess. It'd be definitely a challenge run based on my comments about dragon form so far. Yeah, Rue is like strong in the early and the mid game, and I feel like he falls off in the late game, and you're miserable because you're missing the tools that every other character would have. So I don't know. Yeah, we'd probably go swords or something, Colgate. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the run. Yeah, it's you got your 9 hours and 20 minutes of content out of this. Probably more actually. Go Wu Jian, you can't go wrong there. I might do a Wu Jian run. I don't think we've won with him on the streak, so we might as well, right? But yeah, no, it was a pretty fun run. I enjoy Barachians apparently as much as I used to. They the big aptitudes as a trade-off for slow movement, it works out better than you might think. As long as you know how to kind of work around that, it's really not bad at all. I mean, especially with the fact that experience has gotten nerfed a little bit over the years. It's kind of like playing an old game of DCSS where like, oh hey, I can do all the stuff that I want to do. I have enough experience to go around, which feels pretty good. But anyway, yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, remember, if you want to crowdfund another streak game, let me just drop this piece of metal right next to the microphone. If you want to crowdfund another streak game, then just go to rosecrypto.com. In fact, I swear, I thought I made a command for this in my bot. Super professional streamer here. I'll just go ahead and link here if anybody's curious. And if you wanted to send crypto or anything instead, just contact me and I'll do it manually. But yeah, you too can be a part of seeing game number 76. But until then, I am signing out. Formerly Malcolm Rose. Now I am Dusty Ridgeman. I changed my name because I like to write. Read my books and you can be my friend. They're free on my site, but I'd like some cash if you'd like to be generous. Cha-ching. Finding your way to my heart can be done, but it's my wallet that you have to touch. Dusty Ridgeman.